the Battle Tavern.
Burger is my dad. The Burgermeister
The name of his
Meister
dad in his
Burger
car.
I know.
is literally my dad.
Couldn't think about it.
There is no toy makers for the king. Alright? Either he's the fucking Burgermeister or he's the goddamn Winter Warlock screaming about how you put one foot in front of the other so he can walk out that goddamn door.
Who the fuck is this Craig guy that keeps coming up?
Yeah, dude, Craig.
I don't know.
You know, he just comes in, listens to the conversations. That's all I know.
The hell is his first name? Is that ain't Mr. or Mrs. Nothing? What is recording? Who the fuck calls themselves that? What kind of pronoun?
Hey, yo, bro. What's
Quick
Obama's
off
last name?
topic. Alright? I was talking to the wizard last night, the alien, King Zeb. And he made a joke to me last night. He goes, "You know what's kind of funny?" I said, "What's kind of funny, Adam?" He goes, "I'm technically part of the podcast, but I'm always just listening." I said, "What?" He goes, "Oh yeah, 2 years down the road, we're gonna be talking about this. How I was always a part of the podcast. I just was never in the podcast. I just sat there in the back and listened to everything." I was like, "Adam, shut the fuck up. Adam, shut the fuck up.
And
Adam,
that 2 years from
you're
now,
so
he's just
right."
gonna come in with a one-liner out of nowhere, and nobody's gonna know what he's talking about.
Dude, nothing would be as funny as if we started randomly, like, you know, like, let's say like 10 episodes in or something. Adam just comes in and he says one line every podcast. That's all he gets is just one sentence, and that would be perfect. And eventually someone would be like, "Hey, who the hell is this guy in the background? He doesn't say anything besides one line, and he leaves every time." I think
Just
that would
nods
be-
his head and leaves.
like, pokes a comment in. All right, see you guys.
We're all just trying to ask questions like, "What are you talking about? This and that?" No, gone. Just.
I'm the captain.
Welcome to episode 4 of the podcast. Whoa!
Yay!
We always start out, you know, just in the middle
No.
of a conversation, but you know
Well,
what?
I
That
mean,
just adds to the
That's kind of how she goes, bud.
yeah. You just
Well,
walking in to the tavern, just mid-sentence.
I want to try something new for this podcast. I want everyone to introduce themselves in the beginning of the podcast. So just because we're changing it
I
up.
am the Battle Tavern. You can find me at the Battle Tavern at all
Nice.
social media platforms.
Nice. You're funny. No, on a real note though, I'm Judd. And then you got
Sick.
Tell us a little bit about
Sick.
yourself, Judd.
No, I'm Judd, and then Drew. You're gonna go, and then Colin, and then whoever else.
Hi, my
fucking
name's
goes.
Colin.
You're such an asshole.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so confused. I don't know what you're talking about.
Wait, Judd.
What are we doing?
Do you
I
guys,
misunderstood.
Do we all see the line of us in order by
Alphabetical.
alphabetical? We should do it that way.
Yeah, all right, that
Ah,
works too.
By our
Fine.
usernames. By our
All
usernames.
right, Craig, go ahead.
All right, my name's Drew. I am also known by the alias D Stiffmeister.
I'm
Isn't
Cole. My username father_mineral.
Father Mineral.
Call me.
I'm Judd. I also go by Judco. That's my gamer tag.
I'm Colin, gamer tag Morpheus Wolf,
Because he thinks he's cool.
because I am cool.
I'm Pugs, and I go by Pugs.
No one actually knows his true name.
Yeah,
Someone does.
I'm Pugs.
I do.
I'm dead inside.
Hey,
Hey, I already
Pug,
claimed that title for the day.
I think I hear something barking.
Dogs.
Those dogs are
you better
barking.
chill. You know I got that dog in me.
Bro, my dog's about to be euthanized, alright?
What?
I ain't got no
What, you've been
motivation
kicking-
left.
In the wall for the last hour or something.
Sounds about right, basically.
God, why won't this wall move? Oh shit, man.
Oh my god.
Speaking
Well-
of walking around the bars and stuff, there was only one song that could possibly be playing on Friday, November the 10th.
Yep, as
Oh, dude.
always.
Dude,
48th,
Jason. Oh,
48th
God.
anniversary. The wreck of the SS Edmund Fitzgerald. Classic song written many, many years ago after the accident. All I'm saying is we got some very cool things that have happened since then. Who is writing? Oh
what
my
the
god, you
fuck
guys are
is
ridiculous.
that?
Who the fuck is writing in Korean?
That's probably not.
How do you
So,
know it's Korean?
I recognize some of the symbols.
well, we
That's
basically
the lyrics
had
of Gangnam Style.
so we had the.
See, I told you. I told you it was Korean. I told
for you.
you.
I never
Uh,
knew that Gordon Lightfoot could write in Korean. It's
Good
incredible.
for him, dude. So we were talking about it a couple days ago. One of our buddies was going to basically every bar on the 48th year anniversary of the Edmund Fitzgerald, and he was touch tunes that song onto everything, absolutely everything, as it should be. Say,
He wasn't just putting it on the touch tunes though. He was fast passing it
putting it right on the
every time.
He probably spent a fortune, but he was like, "It's so worth it. You have to do it."
And then for the
Nuts.
last bar he went to, they didn't let him in because he lost his ID. So what he did was he fast passed what
5 times. 5 times in a
5
row.
times in a row.
Just to spite them. It was hilarious.
Speaking of boats, I
Boats
gotta
and
ask
hoes.
you guys. I don't know why this popped in my brain, but I gotta ask because I feel like we have some confidence in this group. Who thinks they could legitimately?
I could push a boat.
No, not but who thinks they could legitimately like steer and or drive? I don't know what you want to call it. A ship like that, like
A freighter?
like a cargo ship.
I
Yeah.
hardly even know her.
Easy money.
Steer it,
Absolutely.
sure. Everything else, probably not.
Well, I mean, here's the question I'll ask next then. Do I just get to drive it on open water, or do I have to drive it through something like the Sulaks where I have to be accurate?
You're good. You're good.
Let's say this, Pugs. It's not like fully open water, but let's say it's like something like the Detroit River where you gotta be a little bit careful. Like, do you think you could do that?
You know,
Could you?
I mean, I know what
confidently-
I know what the correct answer is,
Which
and
is not a
is
chance.
no chance in this world would I ever be able to. But am I gonna say I'm not gonna be able to try? You better fucking believe I'm gonna fucking kick ass no matter what I do. I just
Dog,
wake up and I piss
well-
excellence.
Dog, you're literally gonna do that shit, and it's gonna be like the Flying Dutchman with SpongeBob fucking directing it.
I'll just
You're-
ripping the
oh,
sides of
you
them.
Just you're good.
No, it's
You're
gonna be
good!
another one of those fucking you know that evergreen ship over in Africa that like or no, it was the
I went sideways.
Oh, you're
wasn't
talking
it
about
the
Suez.
Panama Canal? Or was it
Yeah.
the Suez Canal?
might-
Yeah,
it
where you
was
kind
the
of angled
Suez.
in and you
Yeah.
blocked that up
Yeah,
for
it
like
just went
3 days.
sideways.
Really turned the market like down forever for like 5 days or something like that. I don't remember how, or no, it was a couple of weeks or something that it
No,
took
I
them
thought
to
it
get
was like
that out,
I
wasn't
thought
it?
it was like 3 to 5 days, something like that. Oh yeah, that's the picture of that Drew just sent is the Captain Jack Sparrow coming off the ship. That would literally be Pugs. He'd be
Also,
like
all the
one
pictures
step
we
out of
start,
land.
also all the pictures we put in our Discord, we will be posting on our Instagram. So if you want to listen to our podcast and follow along with the pictures on Instagram, you can.
You have an
Hell yeah.
Instagram?
We
You
do.
do.
Yeah, we do.
Pugs,
Drew,
did you not pay attention to any of my messages when we first started this
Drew-
podcast?
Drew posted a message.
There's your
where he
first
li-
bold statement is thinking I pay attention to anything.
Drew listed absolutely everything.
And I even like gave like all of our. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
I'm actually following it. That's fucked up.
That is pretty fucked up. What the fuck?
Oh, that's amazing.
But
love
I
that.
honestly think that piloting at least that kind of ship. What I was gonna say was, do you think you could confidently drive one of those ferries from Mackinac City to Mackinac Island? And I'm like,
I don't know. I don't know too many ferries that would let me drive them, bro.
Bro, yeah, let me drive the boat. Let me get
drive
on
the
that.
boat.
I'm the captain now.
No, I don't know. I feel like if there was someone over my shoulder telling me like how to do stuff, I could probably do it. Would
Yeah.
it be successful? Yeah, I'll probably make it a short. Will I have maybe potentially a crash into the dock on the way there? Pretty likely, honestly.
I, to this day, have a saved image just in case I ever need it, because I'll definitely need this image
Drew's
one day.
Drew's definitely got this like huge manual of how to pilot like, an airplane, and he's like,
No, literally, that's what I was about to say. It's just a picture of an airplane console or whatever, and it's just like, hey, here's what all of these buttons do. You only really need to worry about these 3 or 4 of them, but like, here's what the rest of them do.
Drew just hits the fucking autopilot button. He's like, I got it.
Well, no, that's literally what you do. Autopilot, and then, well, I don't know. I think landing's a little bit more involved, but I'm not positive.
Someone's gonna jump up on the plane. Is there a doctor here? And Drew's like, I have a manual.
I
Not
can-
the same thing.
I can't perform an LP.
Drew's the type of guy to be like, "Is there a doctor on board?" And this guy stands up, he's like, "Yes, in psychology."
I have a doctorate of engineering. Good enough.
We're gonna need a tracheometry. I can look it up real quick.
Do we have a doctor on board? I'm a lifeguard.
Does anybody have a 3D printer I could use real quick?
It'll only take 2 or 3 hours.
Sorry, it'll be
So
2 to 3
anyway,
business days, but I mean, at least
R.I.P.
it'll be done.
to the Edmund Fitzgerald 48th year anniversary. 2 years from now,
R.I.P.
we'll
to
be getting
Gordon
turned.
Lightfoot.
Yeah, R.I.P. to Gordon Lightfoot this year. I mean, it's been many moons since
been
his
very many.
original passing back.
That one goes out to all of our Michigan listeners.
Oh, what was
Because-
it? What was it, Cole? You know what they did with
yeah.
the bell? It was 29 bells originally.
Yep. So
right?
the original passing was 29 people on the ship, and there's a church in Detroit that when it originally happened, they rang the bell 29 times every year on the anniversary. Because of the writer of the song, Gordon Lightfoot, passing this year, they rang it 30 times in memoriam to him being a part of it as well. So really cool, sweet fact, and that's a rock fact. Thank you.
Rock fact.
Rock fact.
Rock facts. Yeah.
What? Yeah.
You know, it's crazy how fast that kind of stuff happens as far as like shipwrecks and things like that. Almost as fast as a car. I don't know. I'm trying to be stupid and come up with a segue, but onto like the Tracy Chapman type of things, right? Tracy Chapman is back in business now, evidently, with Fast Car, with all the different renditions they had, and you said they had some kind of special award they made for her, or she earned something this year, right?
Yeah. So every year the Country Music Award does a Song of the Year. They actually Tracy Chapman originally wrote the song Fast Car over 30 years ago, and finally got the Song of the Year, which to me is kind of funny. Like, imagine Pugs wrote a song today, and in like 2050 he got Song of the Year. He'd be like, why? It's so much later. But
Look,
I mean,
I
it's still
don't
cool.
care.
I mean, it's
I
still really
I
cool.
told that kid that I signed that napkin for in the Denny's that autograph would be worth way more later on. Okay, look, words are hard. It was like, it's gonna happen, man. I told him, it was like, that I guarantee that autograph will be worth at least 50 more cents than what it is right now.
For sure.
In like 50 years, probably. I don't know.
It's gonna be worth whatever that napkin's worth.
Yeah.
But as everyone knows, paper's a dying thing.
Yeah.
In the future,
Hey-
we're not gonna have napkins anymore. We're gonna have laser napkins that
Hey,
laser the food off
So
your
I saw
hands.
something online a couple weeks ago, and I was, as we were making the jokes about, the whole thing of Drew being like, yeah, I'm a lifeguard when someone needs a doctor. I had a hypothetical pose, and I really think I want to hear some honest answers, because I think you guys would have some good ones. All right. So here's your theoretical.
Mhm.
Someone's got to have open heart surgery. You have about 2 hours till it happens. You have
No
to do
way.
surgery by yourself. You have no one instructing you. You have really no time to research. Do you pregame it a little bit?
You get
And if
drunk
so- and-
before you
No,
fucking
no.
operation?
No. It's just a pure theoretical. You have to do this thing. But are you gonna have a couple beers? Are you gonna do something to like calm the mood and do your absolute best? What do you
What
think?
is the scenario again?
You have to do open heart surgery in 2 hours.
Definitely have to take a shot.
Do
of
we
something
have
before
the
then.
knowledge to successfully perform the
You have your
operation
knowledge,
beforehand?
You have
No.
right. Are
It
you gonna
literally
pursue-
just happens right now. Like, you got to go in the next room over. You
No-
got to
no-
give Ashley
no
surgery, bro.
consequences, no nothing. This is all in a vacuum. Are you?
You're
pre-
being
5 out of
you're-
5 patients die. No
Yes.
question.
Yes. No, I totally
There's
agree. But are
not
you
a
gonna? Are you gonna
chance.
like? What are you gonna do with that free time? Let's be honest.
Are you gonna study or are you gonna get turned?
I
I'm
mean,
just gonna look at the guys like, hey, come here
Hey.
often.
I don't mean to brag, but I've done a pretty large amount of open heart simulator.
Drew's
Did
got
I
his like
rage a few
VR fucking
times?
headset
Sure.
on.
Did a kidney end up across the room sometime? Sure. But, I was there.
Could you imagine, like, like Ender's Game? Like, he thought he was basically playing a video game the whole time, but he was actually, like, doing the things that he was doing, in the video game. But instead it was Surgeon Simulator, and you were actually doing surgery, just didn't know it.
Drew's just shattering every rib. He's throwing the organs around.
Yeah, my God.
He's like, it was successful. Fine.
I mean, they lived. That's all that matters. That's why we have 250,000 deaths a year for medical mispractice.
Yeah, they're all mine.
Malpractice.
What'd you say?
People come to me, they die. Literally, when it comes to me in this heart surgery, they walk in, I go, patient ready? They go, yup. I go, they see if his affairs in order. Why? Because he should. 20 minutes later, and he's gone.
But it was a record time-wise.
It's like when you see
Wait. I'm sorry, Pugs. I need to say something really quick. You all want to hear about the least successful surgery ever? I'm sure Cole knows
Drew,
about this.
I know you're talking. It's what the
It was a 300% death rate.
Yes.
A surgeon
100%.
was so it was I think it was like Civil War or something. Surgeon was cutting off, a guy's leg because that's just what they did back then. They were amputating. So he killed the guy that he was working on from, I think it was like he had some sort just I think infection or something or shock or something. He that guy on the table died. He also cut somebody that was like helping to hold the person down who was helping him with the saw blade as well, who also got the infection that the soldier had. So that person died, and then a person that was in the crowd watching the surgery died because they fainted from the shock of seeing it. And I don't know exactly how they died from that, but they did. So
Drew, I just googled it. So it's 300% mortality rate. Patient died of infection. The assistant basically had their fingers accidentally amputated, and a witness died of shock when the knife came too close. And it is said that the amputation was performed in under 2.5 minutes.
Which apparently
this man is just ripping through. He's like, I got to get this done. I got so much going on.
I imagine that surgery whenever I go to the tree fields to get my Christmas tree every year, and I'm cutting down trees at record pace. It's like, I need to beat that one guy that cut off that guy's leg and killed 3 people.
That dude went through a human leg. I can go through a tree.
Yeah.
I have technology, damn it.
I never bring an actual saw when I cut down trees. I bring, like an electric saw or a motor saw.
How do you cut it down?
Well,
I bring my pet beaver.
Get
to work, bud.
I actually use, I bring a whole pack of plastic knives, and I just see how long it takes.
Gotta get the heavy duty ones, man. You can't be playing no games with that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, Drew. This last summer I had to cut down a tree limb, and I will tell you, I will not try to cut down another tree limb without like an electric thing.
Oh, really?
It is miserable to stand up on a ladder and try to hand saw something down. Dude, it sucks.
Oh, why didn't you get a pole saw?
No,
that's what I need to get. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, a pole saw.
Anything that is like manual, it's too much. No, I'm not doing it.
For all of our listeners and for everybody here, so my parents just moved out of my childhood home, and it was quite a large home, if I'm being honest. They had 3 trees that they had every year, and one tree specifically, because we have a tall ceiling in that room, is always huge. And since my parents knew more than likely that was gonna be our last year in that house, they decided to go all out, and we got I think it was like a 16 or 17 foot tall tree. And not only was it that tall, it was also pretty wide. So it was already a challenge to get it in the house when it was all tied up. When it was already all tied up, with that rope that they put on trees so you can transport them easier. But once it was, in our house and untied, like actually a tree, it was impossible to get it out through the door we usually take it out from. So I had to, by hand, cut off, I would say 75% of the limbs to this tree and cut it off into 3 different sections, or 2 sections, I guess, technically. Because it was just that big. I've never had to do that before in my entire life, but it sucked, Cole.
Man, rich people problems. Am I right or am I right?
And Drew, I'm sure you're using like a little pruning saw or something. You're not using like a big saw.
No,
like,
it was a gas powered.
I mean,
chainsaw.
it was
Yeah,
it was your
sounds right.
normal like saw that they give you. If any of you have ever been to like a tree farm, it's like just that saw that they give you, the hand saw. I mean,
Like,
Yeah,
hey,
that's-
someone give me some scissors.
Steak knife.
I'm gonna go to the museum where they have that saw that the surgeon used at a 300% mortality rate, and I'm gonna steal that and I'm gonna use that because obviously it's pretty good at what it does.
Going for 400.
You know, Drew, when you
Going-
say that, I'm just thinking about like imagining like a big cartoonish fucking saw that's like 6 feet and it's the 2-person like a side to side saw.
See, if
It's
they
like,
had the
oh,
2-person
God.
saw during that surgery, there wouldn't have been that many mortalities because you wouldn't have to have anybody.
Yeah,
You know.
you could probably beat the 2.5 minutes.
Oh yeah.
You probably would have only had a 200% mortality rate because God knows whatever pussy fainted at the look of a knife. I mean, come on,
I
that's
think
just
it was less
that's
the
just
knife,
natural
more
selection. All right.
the bone and blood and cartilage.
I don't know, dude. I think that would be the worst thing to go on my grave. Died because I saw a surgery. It's like, something too scary killed you.
I'm
I
out.
think the only thing worse is if you died in like a haunted house and it's like, oh, well, pugs jumped out and scared the shit out of me, so I had a heart attack and died. And it's like, ugh.
Hey, no, it'd be
bitch.
worse than that, Cole.
What?
Died in the corn maze.
Yeah, checkpoint 20.
Checkpoint 13.
Checkpoint 13. Get it right.
Sure.
Oh, dude, that was miserable. Did we talk about that last week?
No,
we
we
didn't.
can do a quick little synopsis.
So let me break it down real quick. So last year we went to a corn maze over in
It is
Dundee, which is
it is
around
the
where
largest. I
we're
think it's the
from.
largest in Michigan, right?
Yeah, it was a
Oh, yeah.
record-setting type of thing, and it was this giant like freedom, like bald eagle, American flag, whatever the fuck was going on.
They went with America.
Anyway,
bud.
we went through a couple of the mazes, then we went into the big maze, and everyone's kind of like fucking off on their own. I just kept walking, and all of a sudden it starts getting dark. Like
It's like pitch black.
it's getting
out
dark
in
real quick, and I call Cole to ask him because I see what time it's getting to. Like it's getting close to their closing time, and I call Cole and I'm like, "Hey man, are you guys still in the maze? Like where are you at?" They're like, "No, we're at like the entrance and exit. Like we're ready to go. Where are you at?" And I'm like, I have no idea, but I'm somewhere in the maze and I have no idea where I'm at. And I finally come across like the little pedestal that gives you checkpoints to where you're at, and I happen to be at checkpoint 13. I look at my map and I just kind of start chuckling into the phone because I'm still on the phone with Cole during this, and I'm just kind of laughing. I'm like, Cole, you're not gonna believe where I'm at, dog. He's
Yeah,
like,
you
what?
literally were like, yeah, I'm at checkpoint 13, and I pull up the map and I look, and I just started
Literally
laughing immediately.
the furthest possible point from everything.
And let's be honest, this isn't like a 1-acre little corn maze. This was like a 20-acre corn maze. This is a huge corn maze.
It's like
You're walking.
it's like if a monster or something pulled me aside, I'd be gone forever, you know. But I start walking back, taking forever, and I get lost like 5 times going back, and I'm kind of just there, like, you know, this could make a really nice home. Like I could pull down some corn stalks and I could live through this, you know. I finally find like a little group of like 15, 16-year-old kids, and I'm like, hey, you guys know where you're going? And they just fucking bolted on me, and I'm like, oh shit. But yeah, it took me like what, a good 20, 30 minutes for me to finally get back to the entrance. And by the time I did go back to the entrance, I walked out to the trucks and the cars and everything where we were parked, and there was nobody there. Like nobody was at the cars whatsoever. So I called Cole again. I'm like, hey, where are you guys at? And they're like, wait, we're waiting at the exit for you. I'm like, I'm at the cars. Like it was such a fucking mess. But yeah, that
It
when
was
we talk
probably
about
good, like at least 45 minutes from when you originally called me, and we're like, dude, where the fuck is this guy? Like, we have no idea what happened to him. And you're like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm by the car. We're like, how did you get by us? Like, it's not like you're
I
like
was
a small
walking.
dude. It wasn't packed. Like, I don't know.
smoking, dog.
Dude,
But yeah,
smoking.
if you ever hear of the fiasco of Checkpoint 13, that's what it's in regards to. Another one of my ever so famous moments, I guess you could say.
Yer.
You're
Er,
man. I got some of the fucking Snapchat stories of that shit too. Of us trying to be like, well, Pugs is gone. He's lost to the maze.
oh,
Yeah.
man.
He was
Became
eaten
a
by the maze,
scarecrow.
you know?
And he became one of the children of the corn.
Man, I always do love going like a corn maze, especially you figure it's fall, it's getting close to Thanksgiving, all that fun stuff too. Love going to a good corn maze. I mean, again, we kind of go back on Thanksgiving though too. Why does everyone keep dissing and forgetting about Thanksgiving? Soon as Halloween's over, it's straight to December. Nobody remembers November. It's
Dude,
crazy.
I'm telling you. And I say that because my dear friend Drew, as always, I have a video I send him every year of himself. It's what, 5 or 6 years ago now, Drew? It was the midnight of Halloween. Drew goes around our dorm room and pulls down every Halloween decoration and immediately starts playing Christmas music. And there's just a quote of him just going, "It's Christmas, motherfuckers!" And he's dancing around at midnight. It was amazing. There is a moment.
I can
Drew-
confirm he does this
Drew?
every year.
Drew?
Yeah, yeah.
Drew,
Judd,
you did this.
I did what?
He very
did
much did that.
Oh yeah, I did
boy.
this. I already
Oh,
have my
boy.
tree up.
Oh, Drew. Drew.
I'm so confused. Why is he so upset with me? Everybody does this.
He's just upset with you, man. I don't know what to tell
Okay.
you.
Well, anyway,
Fuck that! I'm disappointed.
You better sleep with one eye open, Drew, because I'm coming to get you.
okay. How about this? What can you take or leave for Thanksgiving food? Like what?
Green bean casserole, get that shit out of here. That shit's
Fuck
disgusting.
you! I knew you were gonna say that.
We had Pugs and I actually had this conversation. What was it? It was when we went to Streetlight Manifesto. So it was actually the weekend before Thanksgiving last year, which would be this upcoming the next weekend this year. But we literally were in the car talking about it, and everyone's like, "I love green bean casserole," and I'm in the back of the car, and I'm like, "That shit is fucking trash." And I got
felt so
flamed for like a good
disrespected.
20 minutes.
I felt so disrespected. I'm like, man, I can't let you get away with that right now. Like, just straight up dissing on the green bean cast, bro. That shit wears the crown of the sides for me.
All right.
Dude,
So
you're gonna disrespect mac and cheese, rolls.
Most
like,
people don't even know how to
ham,
make good
like-
mac and cheese, though. Like,
How do-
I've only had like one good Thanksgiving mac and cheese that wasn't like overcooked and soggy
like no
or
mashed
no seasoning.
potatoes.
if we do a
Mashed potatoes are
Friendsgiving, I'll bring.
overrated.
If we do a Friendsgiving this year, I will bring you a very good mac and cheese, Pugs, and you can judge.
Drew,
Only
I
if
will
it's
say
made by your mother.
it is his
It
mom's.
is my
recipe.
mom's recipe.
It is pretty good. It's definitely.
Dude, I'd probably eat damn near anything your mother puts in front of me.
So like hot
Especially
beef.
the hot beef, yeah.
Anything?
Dude, let me tell you, there's
Colin-
nothing I love
Colin just
more.
goes, anything.
Anything?
It's,
well, you know what?
Mom's
Okay.
hot beef.
Drew's mom's hot beef, yes.
So the one thing at my table that always needs to be there. By the way, I could take or leave. This is probably a really hot take here, but I could.
This guy's about to say lobster. Like,
No. I am not that big of a
Clam
fan of
chowder.
turkey, I'm gonna be honest with you. I would much prefer ham if I had the choice.
Honestly.
yeah.
Yeah,
Deep
but
fried
here's-
turkey. I've like my buddy Tyler's dad. He deep fries the turkey, and
I've
it
heard
is
good
the
things.
only way that I can eat turkey now.
Dude, regular turkey is just too dry, man.
No, it really is, and we've tried everything, but jellied cranberry sauce always needs to be.
I love
I don't want to take the hotter version of this take, but I think the cranberry sauce that comes in the can, like that comes out the shape of the
the
can,
ocean spray. The
is
ocean. That's
so-
what
Ocean
Dude, it's
spray
so
cranberry
good.
sauce.
It's
Yes.
amazing.
It's
I will
the
take a
jellied one.
slice of
The
that
one that's
bad
like
boy.
slice. Yeah.
I take a slice out of that bad boy and throw that on my plate. I'll eat like 6 of them.
I'd eat the whole fucking can.
Give me a can.
Dude, that cranberry sauce is the only way I get through turkey at the dinner, man. That shit's so
I
dry
throw that
and
on
bland. I
everything,
have to
dude.
put some fucking cranberry sauce on there. I am
That or
straight.
I smother everything in gravy, dude.
Oh
I don't-
yeah, dude.
I don't care what
No,
anyone
have a
says.
good
dude.
gravy at the
My
table?
plate is an amalgamation of food. There is no like separation because like corn and mashed potatoes end up together. My cranberry sauce ends up in my mashed potato. Like it's just everywhere. That plate is piled high and it is stacked to the brim. There is no empty space on that plate.
We can't forget about stuffing though. Let's not forget about stuffing.
It depends on the stuffing, but oh my god.
If you have a good like nicely done stuffing, I'll fuck up some stuffing.
Oh, dude. Like my one friend's mom, she makes stuffing, but she has like seasoned beef that she puts in it. Oh my goodness, that shit is next level. I'll eat like a bowl of that by itself.
Yeah, just so you guys know, we scrapped the entire fucking Thanksgiving traditional dinner for our Thanksgiving, and we're just having Mexican night.
Okay.
Yeah, figures.
Scrapped it. Turkey gone. Stuffing gone. Green bean casserole because that shit's fucking disgusting. Gone.
Absolutely.
Cranberries? Nope. We're doing
Whoa. Whoa.
You ain't got no fucking taste buds. Turn them all
Ethan-
off with your hot sauce.
Ethan, you had me at green bean casserole. You lost me at cranberry sauce.
I know. I'm just saying we're not doing anything fucking related to Thanksgiving. We're just going fucking Mexican, dog. We're making Mexican food. We're making the good tacos.
Saying American.
We're doing the good tacos, the good everything. I can't wait. Personally, though, if I had to get rid of something, though, yeah, no, green bean castle's gone. That's disgusting.
You guys are the worst.
But like, I also for my Thanksgiving, like we used to always do a ham as well, and I fuck heavy with the ham.
I gotta ask you guys, what kind of pie is probably the best to go with Thanksgiving outside of pumpkin pie?
Oh,
Dog, give me
sweet
some of that.
potato
Give me.
pie.
Besides,
Of course you said sweet potato pie, Pugs. Of course you said sweet potato pie.
Why wouldn't I?
I don't know, man. I feel like you got to do a good apple pie is gonna be.
Fucking like fall pies. Like I really like a good pecan pie.
Give me some of that apple pie, dude. Give me a good apple pie. Oh. Yes.
Apple caramel crisp.
Oh yeah, Drew, that's a good one. No, I was thinking about the two. I'm like, what? I was like, what's that crumbly top one? I was like,
yeah,
that's awesome.
Pie is so slept on. It really is.
So
just
I
all
have
pies.
Cole knows of this place. I don't know if he's actually had it
No,
before,
we
but
went.
we tried to. I thought it was closed.
Yeah, it was closed, but you had it at your house.
Yeah.
And you and I made one of the pies, and we ate it, and you were like, "Hey, we should go and see if they're available, so you can pick one up and take one home." And I was like, "Hell yeah!" But we ended up eating, I think, an apple pie.
Yeah. So there's this place in my hometown that the person that owns it has won literally dozens of like Food Network competitions specifically from her pies. And I know, like as you said, Pug's pies in general are slept on, but if everybody had the pies that she makes, everybody would prefer pie over any other like
I don't like
dessert
cake like that. Yeah, like I feel like I would much rather have a birthday pie than a birthday cake. You know what I mean?
You know how like some people like, like the cold pies, like key lime pie or lemon meringue pie, like stuff like that. Some people like the berry pies and stuff like that. I have yet to have a pie there I dislike, regardless of the type. Not only that I dislike.
What?
You had a green. Have you gotten a cream pie yet?
I mean, banana cream pie, but I mean, I don't know what goes on in your bedroom.
Whoa.
We're talking about pies, not the bedroom, bro.
You said cream pies.
Well, you don't
Get
eat
your
cream
mind
pie.
out of the gutter.
You're telling me you don't eat your cream pies in bed?
Oh my god.
Dude, chocolate cream pie is the shit.
How does that work?
Don't make
I don't want to get canceled yet.
Yet.
Yeah, nobody's listening. Let's be real here for a second. We can get away with the first few episodes.
Hey, we got like 20 views on the first one.
Yeah, what was the second one?
Like
2.
5.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going, man.
We're moving. Anyway, doesn't matter. We're doing this for our fun.
Right.
Speaking of fun, how about trilogies?
Ooh.
What's so
Trilogies.
fun about them?
The
What
best
isn't?
of the best are fun to watch, and that's what we're here to talk about. What are the best trilogies ever?
Yeah.
All
Let's
right,
get
can we
the
include
trilogies.
3 films of a larger series?
As long as they are purposely separated out. For like instance, there's the Lord of the Rings trilogy, and then there's the Hobbit trilogy. Some people would
love
say
the
that's not
Hobbit
a trilogy
trilogy.
because there's 6 of them.
Ah,
But no, as long as they are separated out in some way, they can
They
be.
are
of the-
trilogy. They're trilogies.
Well,
the
Yeah, I
Hobbit.
know.
It's the argument we were having the other day, which is technically speaking, the Star Wars can be split that way too.
Yeah.
So it makes
So anyway,
sense 'cause
The
they're
Hobbit,
separate.
dude. The fucking Hobbit is my.
I'm sorry,
my
that is the
shit.
coldest of all takes.
The
Or the
Hobbit.
hottest, I guess.
The
Sorry,
Hobbit.
the hottest. Yeah, I'm
The
sorry.
Hobbit.
The Hobbit.
I will
It's
fucking
not that
punch
good.
you in the fucking chest, you
It's
piece
not
of shit.
that good.
Fuck you, you piece of shit.
If you're comparing that to the actually original Lord of the Rings trilogy, and you pick The Hobbit over it, I don't care how much stronger that you are than me, Judd. You will not live to see another day.
Yeah, I hope you understand, Drew.
I
You're already dead. You're already dead. You
I'm
are
already
already dead.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I trust the opinion of some guy that doesn't like green bean casserole.
I never said anything about green bean
You're
casserole.
never gonna
No,
respect
I
them, but
like
don't really
I
care.
like The Hobbit more than I like Lord of the Rings, but I fucking love Lord of the Rings. I just like Bilbo Baggins and dwarves, dude.
Can I
mean,
throw one in real quick that I think Colin will be on board with me? The Blade trilogy is a cinematic
Blade
masterpiece.
trilogy?
solid.
No, please.
Solid.
There's so much fun to be had watching them.
Early Ryan Reynolds. Early.
Yes, that's a fair point. Ryan
That's
Reynolds.
literally
what
the
did you
only
say?
reason.
Ryan Reynolds.
No, what movie did he say?
Blade.
Blade.
Blade trilogy.
Ryan
Wesley
Reynolds?
Snipes? Yeah, he's in the
Yeah.
third one, dude.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, he is.
he's a
Oh,
vampire
God.
slayer.
Yeah.
Don't remember that.
Dude, Ryan Reynolds was in a real quick side tangent. Ryan Reynolds was in a lot of stuff like as really little roles
Yes.
for a really long time.
2000s. He
Dude,
owned 2000s.
He for like
filmed.
4 years was in little roles for every major movie. It seemed like
He had some
like,
big
you can
ones
pick
too.
him out. I know it's so weird, and you don't think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Just like his cursed role of the Green Lantern. But
That's
he was
okay.
in quite a
Deadpool fixed that.
Deadpool fixed that. You're right.
No, my Ryan Reynolds Deadpool's the Wolverine Deadpool.
But yeah, no, I think Blade trilogy is I would argue is a
That's
very
slept
good
on
one.
That
It is a very
slept
good
on.
one.
Absolutely. And I think the remake got canceled, didn't it?
Did it?
I think
Blade?
it did.
No, it didn't. You got pushed
Dude,
back.
I would
Maybe it
really-
was just pushback.
And I'd really hope so. That one.
All right,
would be
so Cole, your favorite trilogy, go.
dude, it's tough because there's so many.
Okay, one of top 3.
Okay, yeah, just give me one of your top 3. How about that?
Yeah, I like that because top favorite is so hard to choose.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like I would
They
have
like a
to.
top 3 and then give our best one.
I would have to do it because of nostalgia. I would have to put up the original Spider-Man trilogy.
Ooh,
Tobey
that's
Maguire?
a good one,
The
Toby.
Because
Tobey
there's so
Maguire
much-
trilogy.
There's so much
Toby Mac.
nostalgia. I mean, Tobey
Nickelback?
Maguire is a really good one, especially if you get like Willem Dafoe in there, and you got a lot of these really good actors, and it is just like they were so. That's nostalgia all the way, too. Like, I mean, you just remember as a kid watching that, and you're like, this is the coolest thing. Plus, they had like video games with it. They had comics. They had so many things that like made that so great.
How about I change the question slightly to see if your answer differs, Cole? What is the most well-written trilogy you've ever witnessed?
It was well written. Oh,
The
that's a
top
tough
three.
Well, that's a completely different question.
Yeah, because that's
Totally
because like
different question.
if we're going by the technical answer is the Godfather trilogy. They
All right,
talk
there you
about
go.
how it is so well written, it is so well put together.
Ooh.
My answer is
So-
actually the same for both.
Really?
Yes. Yes.
It better not.
It's a
No, the best
good-
trilogy and the most well written.
Yeah.
It's
My
the
answer
same.
is the same for both.
The Toby. Okay, I have nothing against
No,
Toby
no,
Maguire.
not the Spider-Man. That's not my answer.
Oh,
no, he's
Blade.
talking about the Godfather.
No, mine is Matrix.
Matrix.
Oh.
That's a good one. That's a very good
Yep.
one. Too.
I thought you were saying you had the
Best,
exact
yeah.
same answers as Cole.
No.
See, I got a feeling
No.
that me and Drew are gonna be very similar, but differ slightly. Is I think me and him, but Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit.
So mine are Lord of the Rings is my favorite of all time. I don't necessarily. It's up there in terms of pretty well written, of course.
Dude, I'll watch Lord of the Rings on a yearly basis.
But in terms of best well written, this is a cold take. No one was surprised by me this coming out of my mouth. I would say, Batman, as
Which
in
one?
you know
Christian Bale,
Christian
Christian Bale.
it's going too. Good one.
Decent.
Billy Ra's al Ghul as Liam
Ra's al
Neeson.
Ghul.
Can I throw in one more? I wouldn't say it's the best, but I would say one of the most entertaining ones is definitely got to be the Pirates of the Caribbean trilogy.
Oh fuck yeah, I love that
Dude,
trilogy.
Those are
so
great.
much.
Those are great.
First
All right,
three
Soundtrack.
we're all sleeping on one of them that we all grew up with.
Soundtrack alone. What's up?
Fucking Indiana Jones, man.
That's not a
That
trilogy.
Yeah, it is.
You can
Yeah, it
call the
is.
first three a trilogy, yeah, because they're all consecutive in the nature of
Yeah,
the
Crystal
film.
Skull was the fourth.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
it's
think
just
that-
like Star Wars. You can separate them out because they're.
I don't know. I never really considered that Indiana Jones a trilogy because I've always
It's a
assumed that it's-
trilogy.
Absolutely a trilogy.
Or you can do, or you can,
Maybe
or you
I'm
can
just
do,
maybe
or
I'm just in the wrong here. I just never
or-
associated.
Trilogy with
We're
4
sleeping on-
movies, dude.
we're sleeping on this one too. The original three Jurassic Park movies.
Those were good. Very
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
See, not Jurassic World, not Jurassic World. I like Jurassic World because I like seeing the dinosaurs, but it's not the best. Not that even well
No,
written.
they
No.
should have. Yeah.
We're
that was
talking
Jurassic 3.
Jurassic Park, dog.
We're
Ah!
definitely missing out on one, and I will give you all a hint. You got this boy and this doctor that are doing adventures.
Back to the Future.
together. Yeah,
Oh,
they're
dude, you
they're
can't- you
literally
can't- you
consecutive
can't say-
parts.
I
Like,
literally
second.
have the Lego of the DeLorean.
Yeah.
So
and here
this,
you are.
so we were actually talking about this too, the other day when we first were talking about trilogies. Judd and Pugs, because Colin and I and Cole were playing Fortnite at the time when we first were talking about it, and we said, okay, cool, trilogies, those are all really good ones. But how about this? Animated trilogies, favorite of all time. Some of your favorite of all time.
Toy
Go.
Story.
Well, Toy Story is the first thing that comes to mind.
It's a good one. It's a good one.
Cars is another good animated trilogy.
Ka-chow, ka-chow.
You know,
My-
Where?
dude, hold up. Let's talk about the Cars trilogy real quick and just like the absolute jump it makes between the second movie. Like the first movie is a nice feel good thing, like, oh, Lightning has to overcome being a rookie and learn how to do whatever. The second movie, Mater stops a eco-terrorist from
International
killing
spies.
Third movie, Lightning isn't that fast anymore. He has to get faster. Like, where did we? Why did we
Okay.
jump so hard on?
I will say that I did not like the third movie at all. That ruined
Yeah.
the trilogy. The third movie was
It
crap.
ruined
The
it.
first two absolutely carried the last movie by far.
The entire
Yeah.
point of the third movie was like, well, it's okay to be terrible. That was it.
went
He
against-
didn't
that
get
went
better.
against-
He just learned that he had to live with it. That was the whole plot.
Literally
It's
went
fine.
against everything I ever learned.
Well,
From
yeah,
Talladega
like don't
Night.
strive to be better. Just
we
accept
first,
that
you're
you're
last.
subpar.
Hey, if you're last, it happens. Like
Yeah,
who the?
no,
I've never heard
terrible-
anyone say
terrible
that
kids
before in my
No,
life.
that's a participation trophy answer. Like
So
Oh my
ruined.
god! There's
Ruined that
nothing I hate
trilogy.
more than a participation trophy. Oh my
here is my Mount Rushmore of animated trilogies.
Mount
Okay,
Rushmore.
not in any particular order. How to Train Your Dragon,
That's good.
Decent,
okay.
decent.
Kung Fu Panda,
Yup,
Yes,
up
sir.
there.
and this is where it gets a little interesting. But I really enjoyed the last movie, so it kind of jumped a couple of spots. Puss in Boots.
That last one was awesome.
Okay.
I will say
Yeah.
that.
I think we're on the same page.
Guys.
He's not done
Guys.
yet. I think
You're
I think Drew's got
You're
one more on his
forgetting
Mount
the
Rushmore.
most important animated trilogy out of them all.
If it's what I think it is.
Better not be Lego Movie.
Get out of my swamp!
There
Shrek.
it is.
Shrek.
Shrek! You're forgetting
tough.
Shrek.
It's tough because there are like 4 or 5.
There's
movies.
also Shrek Forever After. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
but
that's
just
the
the
thing.
trilogy. Just the trilogy.
If
Just
all
the
the
trilogies.
original trilogy,
but it's
yeah.
not a trilogy if there's a fourth movie.
Yeah,
Like,
but
better
if you
the
shut
don't
your
whole
consider
point
the
of a
fourth,
come kick your
trilogy.
door down. You better shut your mouth before I come kick your door down.
We're
I don't know
talking
why
about
it's a hot take.
trilogies, and it's
Yeah.
not a
I
trilogy.
am going to kick your door down, look at you, throw up from the smell in your room,
You
and
know
then
he's
still
not
beat
saying.
your ass.
You know
I
he's
love
not saying
Shrek
that
as
it's a
much
bad
as the
movie.
next guy. I'm just saying it's not a trilogy. That's
Hey,
that's a literal fact.
the Matrix has a fourth movie. We're gonna take that out?
That's
Yes.
not animated.
No, it's gotta be considered
Toy
the
Story
trilogy.
It's a
Toy Story
trilogy.
The
There's a fourth
trilogy.
movie.
The fourth movie was like 15 years later,
Doesn't
and
It's a fourth movie. Doesn't make it a fucking trilogy.
nope, I'd say consider the
Fuck
3
off,
movies only.
T-Mobile.
Pay your bills.
Well, I think we are missing
Dead
one
air.
pretty big one.
What's the other one?
Give us.
I didn't even get to go over like my trilogy. Ooh, did I lose a turn? Is that what happened?
That's
Oh,
right.
sorry,
Yeah.
Pugs. You
You
know
do
what?
not
I'll let
pass
you.
go. You do
No,
not
no, no,
collect
no.
200.
I'll
I
let you
played
go,
my Uno
Pugs.
skip card on Pugs.
Let's say I know we're talking about anime. I don't want to lose out on talking about like the trilogies that we grew up.
Go
with
right
here.
ahead.
Let's hear it. Let's hear
Well,
it.
I mean, I'll give like a top 3, but here's an honorable mention first. It's one of the movies is everybody's favorite Christmas movie.
Oh my god.
National
How-
Lampoons.
How can we forget about Die Hard?
Ooh.
Die
Classic
Hard trilogy is a solid honorable mention.
Mhm. Yep.
I'll give you honorable mention.
So the other one too that I absolutely loved growing up was the Austin Powers trilogy.
Fair.
Solid.
Yeah,
I feel like that one is very super slept on. I'm trying to think here.
The prequels.
Prequels, yeah.
The squeakle.
The Naked Gun is also a really good fucking
You're right.
trilogy.
The Alvin and Chipmunks movies
Alvin
were
and Chipmunk
completely slept on.
The squeakquel. The
We
squeakquel.
have one of our discords is the Squeakquel.
It
I
is.
do. Colin wrote that the other day, and I
Yes,
started
I did.
laughing. So we have the chat just for Fortnite, and he actually called the second one under it the better Fortnite chat, and then he called it Fortnite the Squeakquel.
Solid.
Oh, I didn't even realize that.
Yep.
That's hilarious.
Yep. Well, because we have so many people playing now.
Either. Dude, everyone's playing, dude, and I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but those
Ice Age.
I say
Solid.
One.
Solid.
That's a good one.
I'm
Dude.
cool with that, man.
I'm definitely
Like,
getting some like nostalgia
You
thinking
know,
about all these.
I'm kind of surprised no one brought up the original Star Wars movies of 4,
Well, that's
5,
what I was
and
gonna
6.
ask. Okay, so
That's kind of like
preferred
a
trilogy
unspoken-
of Star Wars. What is everyone's preferred trilogy?
I
Prequels.
gotta go with
actually
Luke.
I loved the Hayden Christensen.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
That's
Prequel. That's
That is
right.
Prequel.
it is
Prequel.
disrespected for no reason.
It was literally
Absolutely.
because the
Darth
acting was
Maul.
kind of like meh at times, but everything else was fantastic.
Yeah. See, I love Darth Vader, so
Yep.
4, 5, and 6 are my
Prequels
goats.
all the way.
But
Wait, 4, 5, and 6 are the original.
the originals.
Oh, okay.
4,
And
5,
then
and 6 took
don't be
place
wrong,
before the
Darth Maul,
Mhm,
Darth
mhm.
Maul, and #1 Phantom Menace. Oh, loved it.
Mm-hmm.
And then getting to see fucking what was that? That was Boba Fett. No, that was Jango Fett. Yeah, getting to see
Prequels, yeah.
Jango Fett in number 2 and 3. Oof, gotta love Django. Dude, I like 1 through 6, 7, 8, and 9.
Gotta choose
Fucking
trilogy.
no. I can say I like both those trilogies.
There's
I
one
prefer
Which one
movie-
more?
trilogies 4, 5, and
Which one
6.
more?
All I'm
Okay,
saying,
okay.
if there's one movie that you wish would have actually had like a true trilogy to it. Speaking of Django, I think Django Unchained, if they had a actual series of
Ooh.
movies, I would watch every one of them in a row. I know it would be like 10 straight hours because that first movie's I think like 3.5 hours or
Pulp
something.
Fiction.
That would be a good one. Pulp Fiction I think would be a really good one too because it just was so well done. Do you guys have any other ones that you guys would wish that they almost had like a series to rather than just a single movie? I mean,
Like
when
a
we can,
favorite scene.
because I think like movies like John Wick, right? So well done. If they
Not like
stopped at
4 of them.
one, I think
There's
people
4
would
of
be
them.
disappointed.
That's another
No,
good
no.
one. But it's
I'm
not
not calling it a.
Ooh, yeah.
I'm not calling it a trilogy, but I'm saying like in that case, it was well done that they did multiple movies.
Yeah.
Is there a movie that they'd only done one of that you guys wish they had done more of?
Oh my goodness.
Man.
I just remembered an old trilogy from when I was growing up, but I'll talk about that later. I'm trying to think like of a movie.
I thought
Oh,
Code 8. Code 8 was really good.
if they did like because Cole knows this is like one of my favorite movies. I would love to watch another like type of rendition comparative to like Whiplash. Like I
Yeah.
loved that movie because one, for me it was very relatable. Two, it was extremely accurate to like certain degrees. And it's just such a
Faster.
crazy concept. I loved Whiplash.
Faster.
Yeah.
Not quite my time.
Honestly, I wish they would have made a trilogy for Treasure Planet.
Ooh.
Dude, Colin
So
had like a moment in college where he was like, Treasure Planet. Like he was like willing to die on any hill to be like, Treasure Planet is amazing. Nobody mess with me. This thing's awesome. And
It's a good
I was so
movie.
on board. I love it. It's
It was a
great
good movie. It's a great movie. It almost bankrupted Disney.
But it's so good.
It
I don't
really
even
is,
care,
though.
It's so good. I think Colin, you like randomly were like, we're gonna watch this. We have to do this.
Just one of those days where you remember something.
and then Mason did a whole ass animation.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
Oh, he
Yeah.
did do
Yeah,
that.
I
Yeah.
forgot. I forgot he did like the scene where he's on with like all the pirates and stuff,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
the dude with the crazy
That was a cool
arm
project. His.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a sweet one.
Once our podcast gets so popular, we'll make sure to plug his work.
Oh yeah.
You know, Drew, you should throw that on the Instagram. I would just put like the link to that video because it's a really cool one. I think that's one that definitely deserves some.
No, it is, but I mean, it's not like it'd do any good.
Speaking
for
of
us.
movies, I thought would be kind of cool too if they made extra movies. Big Trouble in Little China. If any of you guys know what that is.
No.
Never
I
seen
think is that the movie that you like made me watch it at at the one time?
Yeah, with Kurt Russell fighting like weird Chinese like demons and shit.
So glad I wasn't stoned for that. It would have threw me off so much.
It's a good movie. It's just so dumb. It's Kurt Russell playing this dude named Jack Burton going through Chinatown fighting off like Chinese deities and demons to save this girl with Chinese girl with green eyes that this demon can't become mortal again. And it's like the dumbest one-liners you'll ever hear in your life. Like old Jack Burton always says. And it's like, dog,
Owen Yeller.
dog, you're Jack Burton. You're Jack Burton. I just want my truck. Literally.
That movie had me all sorts of confused.
It's
I got
such a
quick-
good movie, but it's so dumb.
I got a question for the crowd, guys.
Not allowed.
Yeah, who? Because I have to kind of just like prove a point here because I got a really strong take on a certain thing. Who thinks that there is a series that has gone on way too long that should have ended?
Oh,
Oh,
there's
I
probably
can name
5 of them.
I can name one
Fast and Furious.
immediately.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Fast and
Okay.
Furious.
Fast and the
has
Furious should have stopped after Tokyo Drift.
Honestly, they could have probably gone to a 4th movie, and I'd have been like, "That's okay."
That's
4th,
enough.
maybe 5th, and then you're like, that's it. But you're
I
at
mean-
like Fast like 12 or something. Like it's nuts.
When you got John Cena
Dude,
and The
Fast
Rock in
10
your
Part
movies,
And
Fast
now
10
Momoa.
Part 2.
Ugh.
Does anybody know off
Speaking
the
of
top of their
Momoa.
head though,
Hmm?
what movie has the most movies to it, or what movie franchise? 'Cause I do.
Ghibli.
What I can tell you one that I know has a ton of them.
Go ahead.
Have you guys ever heard of Ip Man?
Ip Man is so good. I
That
love
one is
watching
actually
Ip.
that one genuinely is a good series that has lasted really long. But there is like I think there's like 10 or 11. Like there's a ton of movies.
There's
for
a
that
lot of movies for Imp.
But that is not it. But that is a good guess.
one.
Is it Marvel?
Yeah,
Nope.
that's what I was gonna ask. That's got to be way up
Well,
there
you can't-
now.
I don't know if you'd call that like a consecutive series because like you have so many. There's separate like standalone movies within that.
Yeah, but it's all part of the MCU.
So remember, I said franchise. So
Oh,
that is a big.
franchise?
Yeah, it's not just like you have the same main characters. Like they
is it like
just
a-
keep.
Is it a DC series?
I mean,
Nope.
Marvel has its own trilogies in and of itself.
So I'm just
too.
gonna tell you guys because I don't think you guys are gonna get it. Let's
Yeah.
look it up. It's the 007.
Oh, dude, I love
Franchise.
those movies.
Dude,
those are
I love
amazing.
James
Daniel
Bond.
Craig. Daniel Craig.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude.
I think it has like 26 movies or some shit.
Yeah, that's a good. No, I was
Actually-
watching the scene from Casino Royale last night, the one where he gets poisoned, and he has to like chalk his heart and stuff. Dude, I think those movies are just the coolest. They're so
So,
awesome.
quick history check. James Bond is currently at 27 movies.
Jeez.
MCU has surpassed that with 30 now.
Oh, so that must have
Yep.
just happened because this was
Yep.
knowledge I had from a while ago.
Yeah, the
I
last
don't
couple
know,
just
dude.
surpassed it.
I feel like that's kind of like cheating because it's a single character, a single series, and then you're saying, well, now I have 20-something characters, and we call it all a series.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just the franchise, though. That
No,
was
and
the
I
argument,
agree that you
franchise.
call it a franchise, but I wouldn't call it a series.
That's not what I said. Franchise. So to call
No,
it
no, I
right,
agree, but
Yeah.
I feel like that's the James
it's
Bond
only
stuff.
cheating because Marvel just having as many resources as it has. I mean, this is like PewDiePie versus T-Series here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
I'm
mean, you
trying to
could
see,
even say that MCU is more of a series because it's a continuous timeline where James Bond is a recreation of the character each time.
Just over and over and over again.
So yeah, it's not even a series; it's a
Sean
reinstallment.
Connery, David Niven, George.
Yeah, I mean, you have
Lazenby.
miniseries within the characters, but
I just looked. I didn't realize we were posting stuff on the Instagram story. I just saw the first.
He literally put, look at the Insta story.
Oh, dude, that's actually hilarious. I love that.
I didn't know.
I'll be right later. Sick.
Follow our Instagram at the Battle Tavern.
Yep, things are always happening.
Oh, this is a good one too. I see a ton with the Sherlock Holmes.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, yeah.
That's a really long
I love
series,
Sherlock
man.
Holmes. I
Dog,
love.
they're giving dog. Don't get me started on Sherlock Holmes right now. I'm so pissed because they're
Well-
giving fucking Enola Holmes, whatever the fuck, a third
I will
movie
say-
when they should have gave fucking Robert Downey Jr. the third movie as Sherlock Holmes. Because that shit was awesome watching him be Sherlock.
Dun, 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 dun,
But you know what I mean?
This is a
Yeah.
long one too. One
This
of
dog
the
is
one of the
snoring on my arm.
dude, one of the longer series is definitely the Halloween series because they've done so many remakes, so many like one-offs.
yeah.
That's a
Or
really long one.
Friday the
That's-
13th as well.
Friday
Yeah,
13,
those,
Freddy
yeah.
Krueger, all that stuff, man. And it's been the
Chucky.
same exact movies over and over.
You know what technically could be, I guess is technically a trilogy is Alien.
yeah, I would consider that. Yeah, that's a good one.
Alien and Terminator.
They got a prequel too.
Yeah, that's true, they
Predator.
do. I will say another long series though is the Saw movies. That's
Yeah,
a
I remember-
Oh, yep.
Remember I once
Yep.
took a girl on a date. It was a couple years ago.
What?
Yeah. This is what, like 4 years ago? No, they did a anniversary for Alien, this year OG Alien at the Phoenix Theater I go to. And
Nice.
dude, this girl never seen Alien. She's like, "Oh my god, what are we going to see?" I said, "Alien." She's like, "Is it a good movie?" I'm like, "It's phenomenal." She's like, "You already seen it?" I said, "Yeah, I saw it when I was like 10." She's like, "Oh, it's an older movie." I was like, "Oh yeah." She's like, "Why are we going to see it in theaters?" I go, "Because I never get to see it in theater and I want to experience it." And she's like, "Is it scary?" I go, "Kinda."
Kinda.
And I forgot the very end's what got me because I completely forgot when it hides on the ship and all of a sudden you just see its hand. You're like, "Oh fuck, you're done. You're done. Ripley's done."
Oh.
So I guess I'm looking at the longest film series. Actually above the MCU is Godzilla with 36.
Ooh, that makes
Boom.
sense.
That's a
That
really
makes
long
sense.
one. And then there's a couple that are like
Oh,
the
that actually
Chinese-based
reminds me. There's a
series
Godzilla
that-
animated trilogy.
Godzilla.
There's a couple Chinese-based ones that are ones that I'm sure none of us have really heard of.
No.
But that quite a few films. But the Godzilla one, that doesn't surprise me with how many they.
No,
Oh,
that is old.
Dude, Godzilla is the fucking
Well,
bomb.
it started 1954 was their first film. I mean, they've made. I mean, even
Jeez.
now they're still making.
Oh, yeah.
spin-off versions of
Oh,
them. I
yeah.
mean, even
Wait,
in the
didn't they
last,
just come out with one?
6 or 7 years. We've seen
There's
two.
one coming out next year, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh, I could have swore it was out already because I thought that was already breaking records in Japan.
The best
No.
one is still Matthew Broderick. Godzilla.
Which one? The one from like 2008 or whatever.
2008, I think, with the big eye on the
I
VHS.
love that one so much.
That one was awesome because it had like the reptilian background with the eggs and God, that was so.
And they actually set up for another movie because they left like one egg still intact or whatever. And I was like, God damn it, why didn't they make another one?
But then like 2016 or something, they did the Bryan Cranston one, which was also good. But just the whole story of the 2008 was awesome.
Yeah, and I like the whole idea of them doing like Godzilla.
The first one was in
so-and-so.
54.
It's really cool.
Yeah, that's good. All
I
right, well,
might be
any
going
last
to the-
thoughts?
I might be going to the movie theaters today because they're doing the 40th anniversary of Scarface at my theater.
Ooh,
Nice.
So what you do is you rail a quick line before you run in there. And be like, I'm here, I'm in my cosplay, and then you just gotta
I get it, man. I get it.
This
I
movie
feel
is
you.
crazy.
back and rowdy yelling.
To my little friend.
Fucking A, man. Well, shit, what was your guys' favorite part of the episode? Let's figure this out.
Ooh, we went through a lot today.
We did go over quite a bit today.
Making sure that you knew that fucking green bean casserole is fucking disgusting.
That's a
I want
true
everyone
fact.
to know
That's a
you have
rock
no.
fact.
If you want everyone to know you have no taste buds, that's fine by me.
Well, I'm sorry,
I
you're
think
sleeping
you
on all
don't-
the other better sides that there are. Like that cannot go in the top 3 even.
Dude, it's just
like
got
bottom
flavor.
1 for me. Bottom
No,
1
it
for me.
doesn't.
All the way at the bottom.
You guys are
It's
missing
got
out.
it's got stink. That's what it's got.
Since the dude who shows up to Buffalo Wild Wings and just orders carrots and celery because it'd be hitting.
Well, I really enjoyed talking about the Edmund Fitzgerald personally. I always love thinking about that every year, man. Well, not the fact that
Not that so many people died. in
no,
29
just more of
30.
the like memorial part of it. That's
Yeah.
what I like. And
That's it.
like
You
how
want
it's
to-
a Michigan tradition. That's the best part.
That's nice.
I think everyone, if anyone's listening, comment your favorite movie series or trilogy. Let us know what you think.
Let us know how to
Let
properly
us
make
know-
a turkey.
Yeah. Let us know the best way to
How
make
do you
a turkey,
prepare your
or,
turkey?
or do you hate
To be
turkey
fried.
like half of us, and you'd rather have a ham?
Oh,
Oh my
dude,
God. I would
And
ham
if
on
you're-
fuck up
and
a
if you're-
ham.
a ham
I
on
was
a
gonna say,
biscuit,
dude.
dude. I'll fuck that.
Well,
up.
also, just like the leftover ham, too, just perfect for sandwiches. It's so good.
Dude, throw a little
Well, yeah,
cheese
dude,
on
you got
it,
hot
throw
ham
it
and
on a
cheese.
Yeah, dude. Throw it on one of those like what is it, the King's Hawaiian rolls, dude. I'd go nuts with one of those.
Just a little bit of mayo.
Hot hammy and cheese.
I don't know about the mayo part, but
That's
I'm with you
just
on
me.
making the sandwich. Yeah, I'm with you on the sandwich.
You know I'm a mayo boy.
Real quick, let's sign off with our last comment of the day. Let's list everyone's favorite condiment.
Mayo.
Ranch.
Ranch? Yeah,
Yes.
I think I'm on the
Yep.
ranch board.
Actually, can I take mine back? Sriracha.
Nope, you're a mayo boy now.
You're a mayo boy now.
You took back mayo for sriracha?
Sriracha's
Sriracha's a
so
good one.
fucking good.
I like
And it's so
sriracha.
hard to find right now.
And if you're Ethan does the ketchup mayo mixture because he's a menace.
I do
Mayo
that
chop?
sometimes, but I think my favorite condiment though lately has been that German spicy mustard, dude.
Yeah, that shit was really strong.
That shit fucking was amazing though.
Have you guys
It's
tried water?
amazing.
Just like water down anything? It's so great. Sloppy
Well, that's
steaks, am I
how-
right?
Sloppy
That
steaks.
little bit of ketchup water that you get out of the bottle.
Slap 'em up, boy.
No, so that's
All
actually
right.
how like Coney Island ranch is made for the most part. It's pretty much just watered down more. But yeah, I'm definitely on the ranch bandwagon.
Dude, all right, real quick on the ranch band. Buttermilk ranch?
No,
Any ranch.
it's too much.
Sriracha
Like straight
You know, like,
ranch.
rather it be, like,
regular
real
hidden valley
Ooh,
is
Hidden
all I
Valley.
need, bro.
Hidden Valley.
I agree.
Well, I want to make
Dude.
my own. I want to get that like Hidden Valley ranch mixture, put in the buttermilk, put in the sour cream and the mayo, whatever you're supposed to put in it to make it the restaurant quality ranch. I've been wanting to do that for forever, but I just haven't.
Yeah.
I would say I haven't found the time, but it's not like I'm
Yeah.
super busy or anything. It just
No,
haven't-
Drew,
I've
it's
been
just
too
it's
lazy
just
to.
getting like a big enough thing to be like, oh, I need to get like buttermilk. I also need to get mayo. I need to
Yeah.
get the seasoning. Like getting them in a quantity where you're not like having leftover like buttermilk is weird. Because
Yeah.
like, what am I going to use it for? I'm not going to go
Yeah.
make my own butter out of it. I'm going to be honest. Like, I'm
Well,
lazy.
apparently you can make very fucking good pancakes with buttermilk.
That is a fact.
And biscuits, buttermilk
Yeah.
biscuits. Those things hit.
But I'm no biscuits. But anyway, fantastic episode for everybody.
Nugget
Clapping
biscuit.
all around. Good job.
Yay.
Woo!
About to go
And as
Yay.
we've
fuck
said,
up the Chargers.
fuck up the
Oh yeah,
Chargers.
Lions are winning this week.
I would certainly hope they would.
I sure hope they do.
It's about to happen. The Lions are gonna fuck it off, man.
I mean,
I'm gonna be
curse like you did last time, Drew.
what'd you say, Cole?
I just remember the sound bit from I think it was the first episode or second episode, and Drew. It was the week that they lost to the Ravens. And there's the sound bite of Pugs being like, "Oh, they're gonna win," and you're like, "Watch, they're gonna lose or something." And Pugs just goes, "Don't you put that curse on me!" Oh, I loved it. I loved it. It's a great.
Yep,
great.
and I just sound that sound clip to Pugs immediately during the game, and he was like, "Fuck you."
It's all right.
But anyway,
I was
signing off.
not in a good mood.
Well, time to start the bar fight.
Time to start the bar fight. And Craig, bye.